For many, the first awareness of the day is a heavy weight. Before eyes even open, the mind registers the crushing burden of simply existing. This experience is defined by its repetition, the daily exhaustion of the commute, the low hum of financial fear, and the cycle of draining chores. Within this cycle, the human mind remains a fragile, isolated entity. We are biological antennas attempting to navigate a vast and indifferent universe that offers no inherent protection. Human existence operates as a hostile psychological environment. Our own existential collapse represents a greater threat to our continuity than any physical predator in the wild. We standardly respond to this dread by building physical walls. We accumulate wealth, seek status, and gather material comforts, with the hope that these external layers will keep the terror at bay. These physical shields frequently fail. Even those with immense resources and perfect material security find themselves lying awake in the dark, suffocated by an internal anxiety that no amount of money can silence. This diagram illustrates the mechanism of the toxic feedback loop. The initial threat perception node feeds into a larger fear response. That signal then loops back with a thicker line, amplifying the original threat in our perception. Conventional survival tactics fail because they treat an internal crisis as an external problem. The most dangerous environment we will ever encounter is the one constructed inside our own minds. There is a countermeasure to this loop. It involves the specific act of explicitly expressing gratitude to the surrounding void. To a mind conditioned for despair, saying thank you feels like a lie. The brain, which is actively scanning for threats, initially rejects the signal as a delusion. The cosmic resonator diagram shows our psychology reflected. A central node emits jagged red fear waves that bounce back multiplied. Forcing a thank you shifts the broadcast to smooth golden waves, neutralizing panic and releasing dopamine, signaling total safety. The gratitude signal functions as a mechanical override switch. It forces the brain to change its baseline processing of the external world. Consider an executive in a secure boardroom, paralyzed by the fear of losing their position. Compare them to a person in poverty who looks up at the sky and says, "Thank you for the breath in my lungs." The act of gratitude provides the physically vulnerable person with a superior state of mental resilience. While the executive is blinded by phantom threats, the person practicing gratitude maintains an operational mind. This sense of safety has a physiological impact. Prolonged fear floods the body with cortisol, which suppresses immune function. The gratitude signal lowers these stress levels, allowing the immune system to transition from a state of emergency suppression back to active repair. By projecting an internal state of value into the cosmic resonator, you invite the environment to reflect that value back to you. This turns the signal into a tool for extracting opportunity from even the most barren circumstances. Survival capacity is determined by your biological ability to generate your own internal light, rather than your ability to hoard physical resources. The experience of existence can feel like being trapped in a shrinking, pitch-black room with no exit. The exit door was always present. The brain's fear response induced a temporary blindness, preventing the escape route from being perceived. The gratitude signal acts as a sensory adjustment. It calms the nervous system, granting the mind the clarity to spot opportunities hidden within the shadows. Surviving the cosmos involves using internal signaling to illuminate the escape routes that fear obscures. This process requires surrender. It involves moving past the identity of a victim and acknowledging your role as a co-creator within the void. When the existential fog of the unknown becomes overwhelming, stop fighting the current. Align your will with it through deliberate gratitude. Emitting the gratitude signal reveals a deeper symmetry. We are the universe observing and sustaining its own existence.